So I hear on the big interwebs that using headphones like this will actually make your audio better. But do I want to sit here all this time like this? I don't know. If the audio sounds clean, I'll be doing this for the podcast. If you didn't know, me and Charlie have started a podcast, and it's in the teething stages, I guess you could say. And we have just started our social medias, and just put out the video onto YouTube and social media. And if you click the link on my link, you'll find like a whole matrix of links, I imagine. I've spent way too long on Linktree, and this is just the vibe now. But on to today. So today I am waiting on a parcel that I've been waiting on for 2 weeks now. It might not have actually been that long. It might be like a week, and I'm just over exaggerating because that's what I do best. So this parcel is a clay parcel. Clay. It's a parcel that has clay within it, and I am super excited about it. I saw this Instagrammer who made the most incredible little well, go to our podcast. This is just how my brain works. I'm kidding. That's not how it works. Yeah, she makes incredible clay sculptures, not clay. Made a new art brand for anybody who's a clay. I can't say it. My brain keeps sculptors out there. Clay sculptors, clay. And this is why the podcast is gonna do so well. Honestly, like I got told I was dyslexic, and my mum thinks I'm dyspraxic, but I wouldn't like to tell you if that's true or not because at this point, I think I just ruined my brain at the age of 15 by drinking too many energy drinks. I haven't drank any in maybe 4 days. I am energy drink free, but I cannot speak English at all. Heaven forbid I ever had to do a TED talk and I'd be like, hello. Right, back on topic. So, this incredible Instagrammers makes little clay sculptures and they are very small and they're about 40 quid. And I was going to buy one off her because I was like, yeah, support small businesses. Let's do it. It's incredible. Her work's amazing. Turns out I'm broke and I ordered some clay because I was like, I'm going to try and make my own. They're not going to be as good as hers, but hey, I'm an artist. I'm allowed to try. And now I have like 60 ideas and the clay needs to arrive today because I really would like to make it. So that's my story. It took me way too long to tell you this because apparently my brain's having a small stroke. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm shouting. I realize this might change how loud and amplified I am. Good luck editing me. I'd just like to apologize for all the breathing that I do. This is a whole new experience, so I have no idea how crisp everything sounds. And then when I listened to it back, I realized that I do a lot of breathing. And also, there was times where it was so close to my mouth, I may as well have just eaten it and gotten over it, you know? Yeah. Let's get on with this video, otherwise it's going to be like 50 minutes of me just talking, which I could do all day long. Hence the podcast. Oh, I'm shouting again. Okay. Also, totally just realized I could use this in my Zoom calls. And then when people are like, we can't hear, I'll be like, aggressive. Yes. But necessary to get the attention of my teacher. And also, why not? It finally arrived. I feel like this looks smaller than I envisioned. I expected something bigger. The most inappropriate thing I could totally say. I can never open parcels properly. There must be something mentally really not okay with me. And here is what the clay looks like. Doesn't sound bad, but I expected it to be bigger, but I guess the difference is the weight, 500 grams. How many things can I make? That's cold. I should not be rubbing it all over my face. Gotta wash it now because of Rona. This is where we're at with the work now. There are no gaps in the work. I don't know if you can see it, I'm just racing past. As you can see, I've screwed every single corner so that now it's nice and even around. There are still a couple of slight gaps, but they're on about moving us at some point, so I can rearrange that and fix that. There is currently a gap at the top. Well, not too bad on some sides, but on this side it is bad. but only noticeable if you're a short person. I can't see that gap from down here. Like, let's do it from my height. See, what gap? I love those videos where you have people that show from different heights. So how people view me from different heights and how I view people from my height. And I'm just like, I'm looking very pink around here. That face mask has kept my face warm outside. I would be wearing it inside, but there's nobody in here, so we're being a bit naughty. Halfway there. Look, nearly there. I also am completely mashing this today. I feel like the Grinch, you know, when he's like, ooh, ah. I'm gonna chill. So here's where we are at even. I managed to paint all the edge. Ran out of black paint, so I shook it up and with water and tried to put the rest there. But I can't do the next level till I have the paint. I have paint at home, but not in the studio, so I need to fill up my tub with paint, and then I can come in and do the paint tape lines, but currently I cannot. But what I can do are these grey lines, because they don't need tape. So I'm gonna do some of those and then go, because I'm hungry. Here we are, the end of the day. I got food in the end. Instead of, I was gonna go home, try and save some money, but you just gotta work on a project while you're here. So I've got all the grey in, which means Friday when I'm next in, I can do the white lines. She's looking good though. Let me turn you around so you can see how the pattern's looking. So these grey lines will sit within the work like you see with these other sections. So I've basically planned out where some of the triangles are gonna be. I've also tried to make that beam look flat. I think it does a little bit on camera, but in person obviously it is sticking out. So hopefully with the way I've placed the lines, it looks a little bit more flat than a triangle, you know? Yeah. So very exciting. I'm very happy with the work. And I get to go home now and then have Zoom calls for the next 2 days. Yay!
I don't know, I'm too busy going, goodness me, a lot. Yeah, I didn't quite expect that. A slider of images, which are kind of, are they going to be grayed out? Okay, so they're grayed out until you press this button on them.
Me and focus. Back in the studio, getting ready to tape the walls. Obviously right this second I'm just sat on my bottom. I've done something different with my wings. I don't know how I feel about it. And my roots are so crazy right now. It's all part of the fun when you decide, actually, I don't know if I want to stay dark haired anymore. I think I might lighten it out. And now it's just a complete mess. Like the back end's brown and the front end's black, and the fun growing pains, this is where I get to like midway through and I'm like, actually I want to go back dark blue again, and we start this process all over again. It's fun. I don't know. Fun this morning. So I have usually wear, wow, that made my finger look really chubby around there. I usually have these 2 rings on. I don't usually wear this. Oh my. Saying the inside of my face mask. The inside of my face mask has, should really fucking think about it. Stupid. As I was saying, I usually wear these 2 rings on my hand. I've been wearing this one for about, well, not this particular ring, but I've been wearing a ring on this finger for like 5 years. About 5 years, I'd say, because of work. Because people assume that if you're working at the fun fair, you're an easy target, or either that or I'm just so beautiful. I don't think it's that one. I think it's like an easy target. They're like, oh, where's your caravan? And you're like, no, I'm not a hoe. I don't do hoe shit. I am loyal AF, even though I was single at that point. And I don't like to sleep with random strangers. I want to know what's entering this. That sounds inappropriate. I'm so sorry, family, if you're watching it, and I'm just putting this out to the world. Nothing happened, but the way I phrased it is offensive. Or it's not, I'm just overthinking. Yeah, so I started wearing a ring. on this finger so that whenever somebody would be like, oh, what's your Snapchat? What's the I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm taken. Because if you said you had a boyfriend, it didn't work, and one of the women there was like, it doesn't work. If you put a ring on, they think it's a better way to get rid of people. It won't always work, but it's like an 80% guarantee you can get rid of people. So I started wearing a ring on this finger to get rid of people. I think I've had this one for about 3 years. Whenever the Pandora collection launched with the little locket thing. Yeah, I bought myself that at a time when I was sad, and I was like, I promise to love myself. And it, yeah. Oh god. So basically, yeah. Before that I had a big chunky ring and it would get stuck on every pocket and everything. Now that it's been like 5 years, I'm so used to wearing a ring on this finger, it feels wrong. I've had days where I've forgotten it, maybe like once or twice this year, I've forgotten to wear it, and the whole time I'm like, because I'm used to doing this, it's like, naked finger. It's the same with chokers. But this ring I have had since high school, and there's usually a good scratch somewhere on my hand from wearing it because I sharpened it whilst I was at school. I can't bother to focus. Okay, phone. So I sharpened it at school, and then every time somebody would try and hold my hand, because I'm very anti-huggy and anti-hand-holding back then, still not too sure if I don't know you or don't know very well, hugging and hand-holding, I'm sorry, but I can't do it. I don't know. Something mentally wrong. So I had a ring to stab people so that they couldn't hold my hand, and that also has the same feeling, but I don't wear it because my partner doesn't like me stabbing him in the hand, and I can't blame him for that. But when I'm not around him, I wear it because my hand feels naked without it. She's so good. I ought to get a replacement that perhaps isn't so sharp. And then I can't stab my boyfriend, but I can continue to not feel weird because I've been wearing this since high school and this for 5 years, so my hand at this point has 2 points where it's like, that's weird. 3 minutes? Oh my goodness, I need to shut up and do some work. I've got a wall to paint. Got shit to paint, man. My foot. Before I go though, I keep watching this video and it lives rent-free in my head. And it's, oh my god, I need a comb. It's not that. It's, this is cat video on TikTok, and he's like, I can't do it. And the main one he's off of is when Biden and Trump were talking, and they've replaced Trump with this cat, and he's like, I can't get a word in, and the cat's just like, and I just can't stop thinking about it. So every now and then I've just sat there and I've been like, I need a hobby. Oh wait, I do have one. I'm just sat here pretending to be the cat meme, and I should be doing my work. So I'm going to end off the video here because I'm tired, exhausted, and losing my mind, frankly. Tried to connect with a Teams call with my tutor, and I don't know what the problem is. It could be my end, but the link wasn't working on any of my phone. I have 2 phones and it wasn't working on either of my phones. I wasn't at home, so I couldn't use the tablet, so it just wasn't working. It's worked before, so I have no idea. But it just kept saying the link's invalid, so and it, I tried to copy and paste it into the app, but the app wasn't having it. So I just did not have a good time. I think my tutor's upset too because I've wasted her time, but I mean, I can connect with Zoom calls, so I really don't understand why it's not working. And as I said, the Teams has worked before, so I'm completely like, I don't understand. Maybe it just doesn't like her. I'm very sorry if you ever watch this. My phone apparently doesn't like you. This is not helping me at all in my career. But it left me feeling fed up because I spent 20 minutes trying to sort and it just wasn't working. So, can't do a lot if my phone thinks the link is invalid. I can't really do a whole lot to save it. But basically, it left me feeling, oh, look, that's it. It left me feeling exhausted, pissed off, and many other words. And I had a bit of a breakdown in the studio. But the wings are strong. They are strong. My painting didn't go so well because I was trying to do this call with the tutor, and basically the tape and the paint dried, which meant that the tape had then been sealed to the wall instead of doing what it's supposed to, and I basically messed up the wall. So I didn't feel like showing anything after that, and I'm hungry, and I just want to go to sleep and start again tomorrow. So that's what's going to happen, and then over the weekend I might film some stuff for the next video, and also the podcast, the next podcast. This is exciting. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna go now because I'm starting to get a migraine. I can feel it. I'm that stressed, I'm getting a migraine. People are like, it's just a headache. No, I can feel it. It's like one of those where it's deep seated. It's like really rooted in there. I don't have much of a brain, but it's rooted. Most of this video is just me talking. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.